Hey guys, so today is a special episode. We're at my good friend Tyson Ahrens' home. Tell us about this thing really quick, man. What is it?
It's a 97 Ford Ranger.
How much power are you pulling out of this thing?
Just shy of 500.
And then you're running the gas tank behind the axle.
Which I'd like to say, if you notice, a lot of the new trucks, they're starting to move the tank to the rear again.
Okay.
For years, everybody was putting them behind the cab. And now the trend is going back to the back again to keep as much weight as possible over the rear. It's a give and take. You get a little more maneuverability with it mounted ahead, and then just the fluctuation of like a full tank of gas versus empty. You don't get as much difference in performance. When this is near empty, the ass of the truck sits.
And then what size tank is this thing?
It's a 43.
43 gallon? Okay.
Yep.
And then what kind of wheel travel are we looking at this on the rear?
About 25, 26 in the rear, strapped.
Okay. And then what was the front again?
21.
And then I see that they cut off the frame over here. And then they just went tube chassis, which is pretty standard.
The original owner of this truck, Matt Pitroff, who had it built by Camberg, he's actually the one who chopped the frame off and added the back half to it.
Oh, really?
So the structure of the frame coming back, the links and everything was all done by Camberg.
Okay.
And then him and a friend, I guess,
wanted that extra up travel.
Yep, they wanted more up travel.
What kind of rear end is this?
That is a Speedway Engineering, which again was a really popular rear end to use back in the day, but anymore everybody goes with the fabricated housings. It's a lot stronger. They
make like all sizes, like 40 spline, 35, everything?
Mostly 35.
Mostly 35.
31 and 35 because it's for like
drag cars and stuff?
Circle track.
Circle track, okay. I love this truck. It's so simple and so clean, but it is like a time period truck.
Right.
You know, and when you look at this truck, this is everybody's dream truck from like the 90s and 2000s. This is it. How was the reaction of people out here when you guys had your trucks? Just being out there, I see like a lot of like big 4-wheel drive trucks and Jeeps, a lot of Jeeps.
We had like a little V6 pre-runner, my friend Jamie Prater.
And where did you even see that? Like, where did you guys even get the idea of like the pre-runner stuff?
Oh my God, it was so long ago. So we built our first truck in like 99, same time as this was built. And it was like an off-road magazine. And Jamie was like showing me a picture, and he said, "We gotta build one of these." And I kind of laughed.
Like, what the hell is that kind of thing?
What the hell?
Right, yeah. Because lifted 4-wheel drive is what you need, right? And so we built our first like little V6 powered 2-wheel drive, and we took it to the sand dunes and just killing people as far as like getting through the dunes.
Just smoking fools.
And everybody's reaction is always, they look under the front and they see it's 2-wheel drive and they freak out. I got this in 2010.
Okay.
And so there was a few pre-runners by then, so they kind of knew what it was.
But they didn't see you behind the wheel, Tyson.
Right.
And we're gonna cut to Tyson boosting right now. So here we go. We got the Prp seats in here. What seats are these, man? These are podiums?
Podium Elites.
Podium Elites.
And they are super comfy.
I love this setup in here. It's awesome.
Tight, but it's
functional.
comfortable.
Yeah.
I got the Third seat added this year.
For your boy?
For my son.
Yeah. I'm running the Razor seats in the back of my of my 4-door just for room purposes.
Right.
But this is a great idea, man. Definitely cool. And then yeah, running all this, 5 points, looking nice and clean, pretty comfortable. Keeping you planted off those crazy jumps, and then not even that, just like keeping you planted when you get into a rough case or something.
Yeah, when you're sitting in it all day, it's just nice to be tied in tight, so it doesn't beat you up so bad.
This is all Camberg built too?
Yep, everything, the dash and everything was all Camberg. It was wired really nicely from Camberg.
Still same wiring and everything?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No reason to change it. The only recent changes I made was I added the newer, bigger low rants.
GPS?
Yep. Newer rugged. I moved my shifter up here because with the third seat I needed room for my son's feet, so the shifter used to be down here. I moved it up to the dash.
Just a couple little custom things just for comfort.
Yep.
Right on, very clean. Really liking like this Trapper Keeper 90s paint job, man.
Trapper?
It is pretty hard.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like notebooks in school.
Right, that's what I was going for. I wanted something a little loud.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Who did this?
So Luke kind of came up with the design. Luke airbrushed all this. He did a lot of the shading on all this. And
this, you know, I think about it, this is Luke. This is like the Luke Tyson collab when I look at this. That's what this says.
My buddy Jamie, he laid out all the paint, did all the paint work, pretty much all the body work, everything.
Heck yeah.
So, I mean, it's old and beat up now.
No, dude, this looks awesome.
Honestly,
he says old and beat up. It's like awesome.
Honestly, it's supposed to have a new paint job, but then COVID happened, and
COVID ruins everything.
Yeah, I stripped all the stickers off of it. And
to 2021, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we come back next year. I want to take you to we should take him to Super.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
You know, Super is really great for trucks.
Oh no. Yes.
All right. See. Dadding. Superstition's great. Ocotillo's really cool if there's nobody there. Ocotillo is awesome, but the cool thing about Super is you get to go to Ocotillo.
Yeah.
You get to go everywhere.
You can go Plaster, Superstition, Ocotillo. You could even go to Salt and Sea if you wanted.
And there's gas stations. You could like stop and fill up somewhere if you need to. There's places you can go grab food in Ocotillo. We're gonna take you on
so much bigger than 1 square mile.
Right, it does. I think we went out there New Year's. Again?
Yeah.
Went out there for New Year's and the guys were ripping around and I was riding in a Can-Am, but that was my first time going from Super to Ocotillo and it was a blast, man. That was so much fun. I want to do that like every year. It's gonna be a new tradition, but so we're gonna take you out there, man. We're gonna break your Ocotillo cherry. All right, cool. So yeah, again, I keep showing the rivets here, the airbrushed rivets, but Luke kills it, man. His detail is phenomenal. This looks awesome. And then you're running McNeil glass.
This color is it's something custom that Jamie came up with. So
so Jamie did this color, but Luke painted the
yeah, Jamie painted everything.
Oh, Jamie, okay, I'm sorry.
Luke did the airbrushing on it.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So yeah, you're not gonna find that silver anywhere else.
That's badass. Very, very metallic. Yeah! So this is McNeil glass, right?
Yep, all McNeil.
And then
I think it looks great. I wanted to stick with the kind of the classic look.
Why not the Raptor, dude?
I'm good with the Raptor. My truck's not big enough for Raptor, so like.
You know, I like this better, dude.
You gotta be wider for Raptor glass. So
yeah.
So this is more fitting because I'm about 81 inches.
Okay.
So again, old school, not very wide. I wanted to be able to run headlights and just have it look like a truck. So now if I ever just go to one solid color, it'll just kind of look normal-ish.
Yeah. So, what's the name of this glass? Do you know? Is it what year this is?
This is like 2000. This grill's maybe a 2006 or 8.
Okay.
And you can do like 2010 with
this. Well, I've always loved that about your truck, man. I was teasing you about the Raptor thing. I'm actually happy you didn't. I don't have anything wrong with the Raptor thing. I think it's cool. I know some people hate on it. I actually like it. Right. But I like the look of this, man. McNeil makes definitely some really solid product. So.
Well, the McNeil Raptor glass really fits, like the way they worked it.
That's what Luke has.
It fits a Ranger cab really nice.
Yeah. So they got it down.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's pretty clean.
So what's up with the drivetrain in this thing to support that motor?
Okay, so the motor, small block Ford, like I said, and then the transmission, everybody runs turbo 400, right?
Right.
There's my mock-up turbo 400 over there. This is still a C4, which is a tiny little transmission, old Ford transmission. You can like pick it up. People run it behind V6s. I've been running it behind my nearly 500 horsepower V8 for 10 years. Not to say it doesn't ever break, but it holds up pretty good. I usually get about 1,500 miles between services.
Dang, that's good.
And I was fortunate enough to find like the best C4 guy in Michigan. His name is Lou at Accurate Transmission in Belleville.
Okay.
And he's like a magician.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's gonna get you home, that's gonna get you through your trip, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
So, yep, just that tiny little guy up in there.
Heck yeah.
With a TCS torque converter, another big part of the puzzle. And then
excellent, man.
Mark Williams spool and axles, kind of holding it all.
Heck yeah. This is the ideal pre-runner. This is the thing. I absolutely love this truck.
One thing with pre-runners is you can spend to no end on them. Like, the sky's the limit, but there's a point where you get a lot of bang for your buck. And I think, especially if I would have stayed on 35s, this is a lot of bang for your buck.
Oh man.
Using a lot of factory parts, like the Ford front end and whatnot. So.
Right. See, you guys don't need to like go to that next level. You don't need to spend all that money.
Just drive them.
Just have fun.
Just drive
yes.
them.
And it's funny, we get a lot of like DMs from kids and people are like, oh, I'm gonna swap it, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. And we're like, dude, does it run? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, drive it. You know, like there's levels of getting.
You're gonna have more fun with your V6 or 4-cylinder and actually being able to go out and use it than having to save all your money to do a V8 swap.
That may not even happen sometimes.
And then you just break it every time you go out.
Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Sometimes it's years and years and years of
bye guys. No, just kidding. And then on top of that, you get to learn as the truck gets better. You know, you're not just jumping into this crazy horsepower beast.
It is scary to just step into something with a lot of power.
Yeah.
If you start off with something that has low power, low travel,
even with leaf springs, everything.
Leaf springs, you learn to drive. You drive around what the truck is capable of.
Exactly.
And you learn to go fast by carrying momentum. And then when you step into something with a little more power and
stepping stones, all right, kids? So take it easy, all right?
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for checking this episode out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tyson is awesome. Love this guy. We're definitely going to be coming out here more. He's the reason why we're out here. He's the reason why I'm going to say that most of the scene has grown to the level that it has been. It's just so cool to see it out here. Our scene from Cali growing so strong out here, and the guys definitely holding up their own. So, all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe, like, all that bull crap. Help us grow. Later.